Here are 3 AI risk management frameworks that you can use to accelerate sales, reduce cyber risk, and minimize the likelihood of getting a regulatory fine or penalty. So for background, I'm Walter Haydock, the founder and CEO of StackAware. We help organizations measure and manage their AI-related cybersecurity, compliance, and privacy risk. All right, so the first standard I want to talk about is the NIST AI Risk Management Framework. Dropped in 2023, it's similar to other standards out there like the NIST CSF and Privacy Framework in that it has several functions. The AI RMF has 4: map, measure, manage, and govern. Now, it's a relatively high-level standard and doesn't give you a lot of details in terms of implementation. It does have some resources associated with it that can give you a place to start. But with that said, it's quite comprehensive and is a good place to go if you need a checklist of AI-related risks that you'll need to manage for your program. It's generally applicable for all types of companies that need to measure and manage their AI-related risk. One thing to note is that there's no way to achieve a certification against it, so it's not really something that you can put on your website and claim that you've been audited against. I mean, you could, and people do it, but it doesn't really make any sense. The next thing I want to talk about is the European Union AI Act. So this recently was just passed into law in the EU, and it's similar to the GDPR in that it restricts certain types of activities, specifically with respect to remote biometric identification like facial recognition. It heavily regulates the use of AI in criminal profiling, inferring emotions in educational or employment scenarios, and then it also bans social scoring systems based on artificial intelligence. Additionally, it heavily regulates some use cases in safety critical situations, cybersecurity, critical infrastructure, election management, and political campaigning. So the EU AI Act is going to become, throughout the entire European Union, a legal obligation. It's not something where you can get a certification against it either. And really the way you find out whether you're compliant or not is if you get a regulatory penalty from the EU. Now, that's an important segue into the final standard I want to talk about, which is ISO 42001. So this is a standard that you can be audited against. It's similar to the ISO 27001 standard in that it has a variety of requirements as well as a list of controls that organizations can choose from when building their AI management system. Importantly enough, the ISO 42001 standard is likely to become what is known as a harmonized standard under the European Union AI Act. So that means you will have a presumption of conformity with the EU AI Act if you are ISO 42001 certified. It's not a silver bullet and it's not a guarantee because it's quite possible that an organization operating in the United States doing like facial recognition at a stadium, something like that, could be ISO 42001 certified, but it would not be allowed to operate in the EU under the AI Act. So this is most applicable to organizations that are AI-powered startups, companies that are training heavily on customer data, and then heavily regulated enterprises, especially in healthcare and financial services. So those are the 3 AI governance frameworks that can help you out quite a bit. They are the NIST AI Risk Management Framework, the EU AI Act, and ISO 42001. StackAware specifically focuses on preparing companies for the ISO 42001 certification process. So if you're interested in learning more about what we do and using some free resources, please head to managementsystem.ai. Again, that's managementsystem.ai to get a look at our ISO 42001 preparation materials and to learn more about how StackAware can help you in the process.